I have a question to ask you. Have you ever been at a place where you felt like you were stuck? Where you feel like you have been walking and you've been going along your journey, but somehow you feel like life is passing you by? You've been going and you've been trying to work towards your goals, but you feel like you've hit a brick wall? Or you feel like you've been walking, you've been trying to go towards purpose, you've been trying to get to that place of getting to that next level that you know that God has for you, but you feel like somehow you've gotten in some type of quicksand and it's slowly draining you, slowly pulling you down. I can only imagine how it feels. But today we're going to talk about how you can begin to start moving forward and saying, okay, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm going to continually move forward and I'm going to take this thing step by step because destiny is waiting for me. So I just want to tell you, chin up, chest out, chin up, chest out. Greater is ahead for you. I want to talk a little bit about from Luke, starting at the 8th chapter and the 43rd verse, about this woman that was dealing with an issue of blood. Now, when I think about the woman with the issue of blood, I can only imagine as a woman. I don't know how heavy the flow was. I don't even care. But I just know when you're dealing with an issue of blood and you've been dealing with that significant amount of time, I can only imagine how that will affect your self-esteem. But it also talks about how she dealt with financial issues because she spent all the money that she had going to physician. So when you think about those things, you think about that one issue had a lot of other complications to come along with it, a lot of other stresses to come along with it. Then on top of that, due to cultural norms, she had to be by herself in seclusion because she was deemed unclean. Not like today's society where we're able to still go out, maneuver throughout our day, still go to work, still be able to interact with family and friends. When you were dealing with that issue, if you touched someone, culturally you were unclean and you were causing everyone else to be unclean. So she had to go to a place of seclusion. Can you imagine being at that place and dealing with this for 12 long years? And many people are now dealing with issues where you feel like you're going around the same circle time and time again. You've been praying for a breakthrough and you have seen a spark and you've been seeing this little thing, but it's hard to be able to celebrate. And I can only imagine where she finally went to that doctor and said, I'm going to try this physician. I'm going to try this doctor. And even though they're not as advanced, but when she went to that doctor, I know she was thinking, okay, maybe this time my life will change. Maybe this time I'll be able to see a difference. Maybe this time I'll be able to see something different in my life. And many of you are holding on to that hope. So I just want to encourage you, first and foremost, is to embrace the unseen. Do not allow yourself to lose hope because of the things that you currently see in your life. You cannot allow yourself to say, okay, I've gone to this position and I'm just going to stop there because it's just not going to work. I've tried this situation, it's not going to work. Many times we're trying to do so many things of what we know from the past, of what we know how to work, but we're not allowing ourselves to be able to open up to new possibilities. But the woman with the issue of blood, they said that she heard about this man named Jesus, and she said within herself. And I know that there is an important factor to have the thing of community, to have a sense of community, to have people that support you. But I just want to tell you, secondly, that your journey has to be your journey. And it has to be the decision that you make within your life. And oftentimes, some things are not for public consumption. Whenever you think about people that go into an operating room and they're doing surgery, they have the surgical team ready, they have the gloves ready, set ready to go. But family members aren't able to go back because whenever they are in that room and in that process, they have to make sure that they are focused. They have to make sure they have the necessary people there to make sure that they get the operation done correctly. And it's not publicized. It's not always out. And I know it's nothing wrong with social media to say, Lord, y'all just pray for my strength. It's nothing wrong with getting support from your friends, but it will have to be your journey and it has to be your decision. But you have to make that choice, because it said that she thought within herself, if I could only get to this hem, I'm going to be made whole. She embraced the process of the unseen, and she said within herself, I got to go get this thing. I'm not going to talk to my friends about I'm going to do this. I'm not going to even go out into the city because I know I'm not supposed to be out anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and break protocol and do what I need to do. Are you willing to break protocol? Are you willing to get out of your comfort zone to be able to get to that next place that you desire? Or are you willing to get out of your comfort zone to say, I'm going to go to that next level? Or are you willing to get out of your comfort zone to release some of those friends that you know that are toxic, to leave that toxic relationship, to leave that place of that job that you know that is something better for you on the other side, that you're saying, I have got to get better. I am willing to be uncomfortable, and I am willing to break protocol. When you think about people who have done magnificent things in their lives and they have been doing groundbreaking things, they did some things that they had to break protocol. They had to get out of the norm. And I just want to tell you, you were not meant to conform to this world. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to be different. You were meant to bring something different to this world. So allow yourself to bring that out and bring it through. Allow yourself to break the protocol. Allow yourself to stand out and be different. You are not made to be the next Michelle Obama. You are not made to be the next Oprah Winfrey. You were made to be you. You were made to be you. Are you willing to break the protocol to get to where you need to be? And then the last thing that I think about with her is that she did not allow herself to be distracted by her current circumstances to get her breakthrough. Listen, she did not allow herself to get distracted to be able to get to that place that she knows that was good for her. She said, listen, I'm going to break protocol today. Chin up, chest out, because I got somewhere I need to be. Chin up, chest out. Girl, you're going to get this thing. Chin up, chest out. This may have been my last 12 years of this, but this is not going to be going forward. I am going to this next level. I am going to get my breakthrough. You do not know that seed that you're sowing may be that seed that may shift your life. You do not know that one phone call that you make that you have been so scared to make may be that one that may be your soulmate or that next level for that next job. You do not know you stepping out and saying, okay, I know that I need to get help for my addiction. I know that I need to be able to get some type of help. That could be your very next breakthrough for the next level, for you to be clean, sober, for you to not be relying on alcohol because you're stressed out from your job, for you to be able to say, okay, I'm going to show up more healthy in a healthy state for my family, that you can begin to start mending your family back again because you took the necessary step. Taking that step. It's uncomfortable, but break protocol. Chin up. I'm here to tell you, if your head has been down, I am coming to you as your sister to tell you, chin up. Stick your chest out. Adjust that crown on your head, because there is greater for you. There is greater. Embrace the process. Do not allow yourself to be distracted by current circumstances. Do not allow yourself to say, this is just going to be the end of my story. Yes, I may feel like right now it is a wall, but I have to make the decision that I'm going to bust through the wall. I have to make a decision to know that once this door closes, that something else is greater on the other side. I cannot allow myself to be distracted. And many times when we think about distractions, we only think about the negative things of getting caught up in, stress and all those things. But it can be caught up in just doing family matters, doing so many things of doing good into the community, that we are out of alignment because we're filling ourselves with so much stuff, but we're not allowing ourselves to be, so we can focus on the main thing to be effective in our purpose in life. But are you willing to break protocol? Are you willing to say, you know what, Michelle, I'm going to do something different today. Today is going to be the day that I'm going to shift my life. Today is going to be the day. It has been those things that have been within my heart to do, but I'm going to step out. I'm not going to rely on the opinions of other people. I'm not going to wait for the right circumstances, because when I haven't felt within my heart to do it, then the circumstances will already have to be conducive for me taking that walk. But I have to take the step. So I encourage you today to take the step. I encourage you today to not allow yourself to get caught up in what you see. Because I want you to do a faith adjust lens and begin to start seeing your life better. I want you to begin to start envisioning you waking up and truly having that marriage that is restored. I want you to begin to start closing your eyes and to begin you waking up and you having that career that you desire. I want you to begin to start closing your eyes and begin to start saying, I am walking into my purpose in ministry. I am doing the community service work that I have been called to do. I am not going to allow myself to get caught up in what I see now. I'm not going to allow myself to get caught up in imposter syndrome. I'm not going to allow myself to get caught up in what I feel like things need to be in the perfect conditions. But I am going to make the conditions be conducive to my walk and my purpose. Because that's where you become that thermostat and not a thermometer. Oh, God. That's where you become the thermostat and not a thermometer. That's where you begin to start setting the tone for your life and not allowing the outsiders to begin to determine what's going to be your emotions for the week. What's going to be the goals you set for the week. You're not going to allow yourself to get caught up in what's going on the outside, because on the inside of you, there's purpose. On the inside of you, there's greatness. On the inside of you, there is greater. So I'm not going to get caught up. I'm going to be the thermostat. I'm going to adjust this thing to make sure that I am still continually going forward, no matter of the circumstances, no matter of the distractions, no matter of the stress. I'm going to continually move forward. So I'm not going to be going out here like a thermometer and someone makes me mad, I'm just going to put it down. I'm not going to allow myself to be like a thermometer and I feel so frustrated and discouraged that I'm just going to throw it down because one person said no. Oh, I put it out there, no one responded, so I'm not going to do it. Someone is waiting on you. You are waiting on you. So let's go forward and let's go today. Why not choose today to make your tomorrow better? Why not choose today to make your today better? Why continue to allow yourself to stay there at that place of comfort? Why allowing yourself to continue to stay at that place where you know no longer works for you, but you know greater is ahead? So walk on to greater. Walk on to purpose. Like the woman with the issue of blood, our sister broke the protocol. She did not allow herself to be distracted by the circumstances, and she entrusted in the unseen. She did not know what was working, but she knew that in the end it was going to work for her. So keep focused, keep going, and know that greater is ahead for you. So click the links in the description of various things that you can do to connect with me along the journey. And as always that I say, walk in purpose. Bye now.